translator too. Translator, I think translator, yeah. Translator, it translates lines of code. While compiler, it compiles a whole program into a machine code. Next one should be data types. For a programming language, all programming languages have data types. So all programming languages, most all of them are similar. So it just depends on what they are used for. So if you understand the data types, you can understand data types for C, data types for you can understand data types of Python. It's the same thing. They're all doing the same thing. String is string. Either in PHP or in C or in Python. String remains string. It's just like this, integer like that. Floats, boolean, true or false. No stands for no value. It's the same thing for all programs. It does not. So these are the basic things you need to understand while learning a language. So when you want to move into another language, you'll still not be confused. All programs are the same. All languages, like, they have a similar way. Also, variables. What you actually use variables for, use variables what? To store information. Let's say variable prevents you from like repeating like a whole line. Let's say like you want to, instead of you repeating "Ade is a boy" for every line of code, you can just store it in a variable and then call that variable anywhere you want in your code. So that's what variable does. So it makes your code cleaner. It stores information. And other one too is constant. Constant does the same thing too, just like variable, but different is constant is constant. It does not change. So when you define a constant up there, it remains the same value as that program. So variable, you can change a variable. So if you declare a variable as x is equals to 5 up, you can change it x is equals to 6 down. So a variable can change, but a constant remains constant. So everything like that in all programming language, C, PHP, Python, that's how it is. So it does not change. So when you're learning the language as a beginner, those are the things you keep in your head. Also, the conditional statements. You have so many conditional statements. You have the if statements, you have the switch statements. What conditional statement does is, conditional statement checks a condition. Like when writing a conditional statement, there are 3 things you should look out for: initialization, conditions, and updates. So if you initialize your value, then in that condition, that's when you call that value. Like you say, initialize x is equals to 0. And then you now say if x in your condition, you now write as long as s is less